Good evening, and welcome, one and all in one. One for all and all for love. You guys familiar with that song from the '90s Three Musketeers? No?
I think so.
Oh man,
Sounds, I don't know.
that's a song with I always forget one of the guys. It's one for all and all for love, and it's such a weird. Yeah, that's the guy I always forget. Damn it! It's check this out: Bryan Adams, Rod Stewart, and Sting. And for some reason, Sting never goes into my mind when I think about this song. But it was for the like '90s like Charlie Sheen Three Musketeers. If you remember how there was a movie of that.
Yes.
So anyway, the point is, it's called All for Love, and it really makes me laugh. Welcome everyone to Strange Lore. This is our kind of this game has really shifted a lot, and I like that it continues to shift. 2 weeks ago, in this game, we had a one-off where we met Vera Thomas, an actress in the late 1970s. We will revisit her at some point, I promise. But it has now been confirmed in a different game because of a role you made, Lauren. She did not get the part.
Yeah.
She was not cast in the Meridian film. Instead, it was Roberta Dahl. And Liv, for your reference, Roberta Dahl is kind of like more of like those like late 70s, early 80s, like like proto supermodels, you know? Like the Farrah Fawcett types or whatever. Yeah.
Right.
Swimsuit icon turned actress, even though Farrah Fawcett was a perfectly fine actress. I'm not trying to besmirch Farrah Fawcett. It's the trophy. Everyone calm down. Anyway, so she wound up getting cast in that movie, and the movie was a disaster. Lauren, you missed in Dreamlands last week. They watched the Meridian movie, and the joke was half of them were like bad, and Kaz character Dominic, who hasn't seen many movies or like hadn't seen color movies, was just like, this is amazing.
This is the best thing I've ever seen.
And KJ as Asha was just made a drinking game of it and just got very drunk, so she enjoyed it a lot as well. So anyway, but returning to the story of Cora and Louise and Ted Fountain in the 1940s and 1947, as we sort of enter the summer of 47, they are still out in the Hamptons at, I really like to say the address of it, hold on, 4888 Chestnut Road, where they have started working. And the last time we saw our crew was for chapter 13, where they were working on a horror comic book called Blood from a Stone, with the little doll Maisie that Cora had in the house. So we're going to, let's see if there were anything. So basically we saw a couple of these stories from that. One was kind of inspired by Louise's plight with this guy Jake, including a character named Jake who was slaughtered by a woman named Carla and her friend, but then, as an ironic twist, she got a new husband who claimed the house for himself and she was taken off by the cops. Then they wrote another fun story. And the story is all about dismemberment. It's very much like that EC Comics style of horror. Story about dismemberment where a kitchen maid named Wednesday took amazing vengeance on some rude sisters. Zelda and Francesca were the names of your sisters. And you guys played really bad people, and it was delightful. Then you got chopped. Then your sister was in the buckets you carried. It wasn't pig's blood, it was your sister. So, at any point, you guys went out to the sun, got some sun. We have, however, realized that Jake has found this house. So Jake does know where you guys are, but you are unaware of that as of yet. Wednesday brought you tarts. Odette, of course, has been here. She's always wanting to go out, laying out on the beach. Odette being your neighbor who you've invited to this lost long weekend here in the Hamptons. That being said, we are now lost long weekend, baby. So we are getting to a point here where you have been gone a while. And the question is, are you feeling so much safer and better here that you're going to want to try and, work out of this place in a more indefinite method? Or is it time to go home? That's kind of the question that is now becoming on people's minds. We'll say that it's sort of Monday and you've called out of the office already for today, but whether or not you guys need to get back to the grind tomorrow, or Cora, if you are kind of emboldened by this plan of are you going to ask for some family money to invest in a new publishing thing, and Ted and Louise can live here rent-free while you guys are putting together these comics, etc., etc., or is it time to kind of, back to reality situation? That is where we're beginning.
Okay.
In the interim, however, Ted is going to sort of say, Ted sort of in the morning will sort of say, hey guys, I need to go into town, send a couple of telegrams and things, if that's all right, just to handle some business.
Oh, yeah.
Some of the other stuff for Mr. Allman and all that.
Well, you're not a prisoner here, Ted.
I'm aware, thank you, Cora. I was more asking if anyone would like to go into town. To a window shop or normal shop or whatever the hell it is you people do.
Oh, you people? You mean women?
No, I specifically mean the other people in this house, because...
You mean women?
Fair.
You know what? I actually could get out of here. Louise, do you want to go?
Yeah, sure. Might be nice to.
And I guess we should see if she wants to go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
If you go up to Odette's room where like the door is like half open and Wednesday is kind of coming out of and Wednesday will say, "Good morning, miss. I just again, miss, there is a breakfast for you, miss, down below. But I just again wanted to say thank you for letting me have a bedroom, miss.
Of course.
It is so much more than I deserve, miss."
No, not at all. You're amazing, and everything you've made is so good.
I'm glad that you enjoy it, miss, but this bed is far too nice for me, miss.
Well, I disagree, but enjoy it while you're here.
Thank you, miss. My mistress is had a bit of... She overindulged a bit last night, miss, and she said she was going to have a lie-in this morning, miss. If you would like to see her, she kind of closes the door behind her.
Yeah. Can I do a read person?
I'll tell you what. I'll do you one better. As she's closing the door, you can do a look roll just to see in, and also a read person. Actually, how about one of you do a read person, one of you do a look.
I'll do a look.
Okay, I'll do read person.
Ooh, 26. That's a hard success.
Hard success, great.
79.
Oh, we didn't even roll to see if we were going to go to a different time period. Oh well. 79. So Louise, you have no idea, but Cora, with a read person.
No, I did look.
You did look. With a look, you can see into the room that Odette is like sitting down on her bed and like slapping a washcloth onto her face and just kind of pulling back. Oh, and I'll say with a hard success, you notice there's like a half drunk like glass of some kind of like disgusting hangover cure that Wednesday has brought to her. Yeah.
Okay.
There's like egg on the side and tomato and also it's ugh.
Okay, so she'll just say, "Oh, I completely understand. We're just heading into town. Did you need anything?"
Oh, miss, I will do shopping later, miss. You don't have to shop for me, miss.
Oh, well, if you need anything, we can grab it.
If you're
That's
sure,
really
miss,
no bother.
There actually are. There are only a couple of small things we would require today, miss, for a meal. So, yes, if you'd like to take them, miss, I'll write you.
Yep.
I'll write you, and she'll go and make a little list. I'm gonna roll a d13 to see how this works out. Okay, good. I rolled high, but not a 13, so it's not an obscenely long list. Because I could see Wednesday's world being like just a couple of things, and it's like 3 pages of
Very simple recipe, and it's like 3 courses. Okay, so she hands me the thing, the list.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and I'll just say, okay, can you just tell her we went into town? If she wakes up.
Of course, miss. Absolutely.
Thank you so much.
I'll see you all later, miss.
All right, we'll see you then.
Go downstairs. So you guys are kind of, Ted's put on sort of a, that 40s look of kind of like polo shirt, sort of vibe. Ted is never super dressed up, but he's kind of he brought some more summery clothes, so he's not in his kind of rumpled suit he usually wears.
Yeah. Oh,
Get Wednesday's list and see what's on it.
Sure. Wednesday's list would not include. I'll say that what's actually on Wednesday's list, we'll say, are the sort of like it is some bigger ticket things just in terms of it's like the proteins for the day. It's a few kinds of fish, and maybe some beef cuts, like a couple of, and maybe a little produce. It's like 4 things. It's nothing too crazy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, but Cora will say, can we have breakfast real quick? Wednesday fixed us up something, and I don't want to offend her.
Ted will kind of be, oh yeah, go, you take a second, sure. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Well, thanks for waiting.
It was, I mean,
impeccable manners, Ted.
Okay, well, great. So basically, if you guys go and have a meal, Wednesday has done when I will say that to her credit, Wednesday is not like Wednesday understands the brief, so she is able to, she understands how much you guys are eating after a few days, so she's not serving a stupid amount of food. And I think we're having a sound issue of some kind here, out there. So bear with us in chat for just one moment as we're sorting that out. But yeah. So, in any event, if you guys sort of, we'll say that as Louise is grabbing some food and stuff, Ted is kind of standing on the porch, just looking out at Chestnut Street, standing there with Cora as you guys are waiting, and he'll say,
Cora will have grabbed some stuff and muss stuff around and probably put more stuff in her purse to go throw away to make sure that when she doesn't want Wednesday to be unappreciated.
Wow. Cora gets extra breakfast.
Yeah. Because she does feel bad about not inviting her, but also she knows she would have probably said no, and also she needed to she didn't want to leave Odette alone. So
yeah, and she also didn't. She would have. I think she would have very happily,
Yeah.
She would have very happily gone to the thing. Can you hear us?
Oh, now we can't hear you.
Yes, sorry.
Okay, good.
I have no idea what happened. Sound just cut out, and then I had to close everything and open, and then everything worked again.
There we go.
But it was my entire computer.
Understood. Well, yeah.
So I missed all of Wednesday's list.
Wednesday's list, Angie's list. Wednesday's list. Wednesday's list was effectively, it was mainly just like the proteins for today and a couple of odd things. And,
so Cora will make her way out to Ted stuffing the scones and stuff in her purse.
Perfect. Okay, so yeah, basically, as Louise, as you guys just grabbed, Cora made sure you guys did grab some breakfast, because since Wednesday, made it this morning and everything, but she's put it all in her purse, so Wednesday thinks you guys are more appreciative. And maybe you'll eat some on the way. But anyway, as you guys start walking out, Ted kind of has this, look on his face. He says, I'm really into this comic we're doing, but I actually have another idea for a comic.
Another idea?
But it's kind of like this. It's another horror thing. I don't know if it's something you'd want to do, Louise, but so you guys just walking along Chestnut Road, which is on a sunny, beautiful day. Nothing scary. It's funny. He's contemplating the macabre, but so it goes. But he'll say, I was having.
Cora will be crumbling scones and giving them to Seagull. I wanted to be very clear. She already had one.
Yeah.
Also,
that's scones to seagulls. As you guys are walking, though, Ted will sort of say, I was just dreaming last night of, sure, well, I think a few years ago, probably several women would have phrased it this way, but I was dreaming of Bela Lugosi last night. Remember, Bela Lugosi, the horror?
Dracula.
I think I'd like to do a comic book of Dracula.
Can you do that? Doesn't that belong to Bram Stoker or something?
Nah. Rights to stuff like that is it's the UK. There's I mean literary stuff, it's The rules
Public
are there.
domain wasn't a thing back then, was it?
Oh, it definitely was.
Oh, I thought that started in the like 50s.
No, I mean it was very much a thing. The law was changed in the 50s.
Oh,
But as
I
of
know
yeah.
some things.
But as of this point, or I think it was the 50s or the 60s. But the point is, because the 50s was when everyone was supposed to renew you had to renew your copyrights on things. But actually, Dracula was the thing that was right before copyright law was really done, because Bram Stoker did not vigorously have the copyrights enough, so everyone just started doing their own Draculas all the time.
Yeah.
Oh.
But anyway, Ted is sort of saying, I just think it could be interesting to try to do rather than how we were talking about doing something a little like maybe Louisa could be like a painted comic, like an adaptation of Dracula.
Right, that wouldn't have anything to do with any buxom vampire ladies, would it?
Well, he's got 3 brides, and then there's 2 young women. He's sort of, in the book at least, there's young women. In the play and the movie, there's only the one. The other girl died first, before the play started. But I remember from the book, they call her the Bloofer Lady. It's what all these children and all these little kids in London keep getting their blood drunk, and they say it was this terrible Bloofer Lady, but that's just their weird accent saying beautiful lady. It's Lucy, the one they just buried. Point is, Louise, I know.
She's not in the play.
No, it's Lucy's in the play. They changed it to that Lucy was the second girl and that Mina had already died. But in the book, it's Lucy, then Mina's the main character. But Mina's sort of it's a German name, so.
I've only seen the movie.
Yeah. Anyway.
No offense.
And the movie's based on the play. Point is, Louise, yes, you can paint a very lovely lady, so part of me thinks you could make some beautiful images.
Sure, Ted.
I don't know. I don't know why I'm thinking of Dracula so much, but it's on my mind.
Was it Maisie again?
No, it wasn't Maisie.
Your little doll muse?
No, Maisie. Now, Maisie does tell me all sorts of stuff, but she didn't tell me about Dracula.
The doll talks to you?
Of course, she whispers in my ear and tells me all sorts of things.
My father knows a really great therapist.
Oh, cool. Well, Maisie told me some stuff about therapists.
No! She's gonna run into the car.
You guys, there's no car. You guys are walking.
Oh, we're walking. Never mind.
Yeah, so as you walk, you can run up ahead of
She's
them.
gonna scurry ahead. And she will throw a crumb at Ted, hoping that a seagull will attack him.
Anyway, so yeah, as you guys,
Well, Cora will say, well, that would be something I'd still be interested in helping with.
No, I know. I think we got a lot of potential here. I think there's a lot of stuff we could do. Side note, Lauren, do you get what's going on?
Yes.
Meta-wise?
I think so.
Okay, good. Yeah, cool. It's fun. I'm real into this.
Dracula in Paradise?
No. It's that.
Oh,
remember
wait.
how the 2 master mages are amazing in Dracula? Never mind.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the point is, as you guys
Higher level meta than I was
Yeah.
thinking.
So as you guys are walking down, you get to town. You get to sort of like the little main street there. Higher level meta? Is that okay?
No, Louise is thinking about Hansel and Gretel because Cora keeps tossing these bread. It comes from that. And maybe the pigeons are making her a little uneasy.
Cora, before we move on, though, Cora will say, speaking of, maybe this is something that we should start thinking about moving forward with more seriously. Those things take a lot of time and a lot of money. And it's possible that I could have both.
I mean, look, Cora, if that really is something you want to talk about, I'm under a contract to premiere, but...
Well, for how long? You didn't sign your whole life away, did you?
No, but there are some complications. I have some, I don't know how well you guys know Al Star, but we're on, I don't know. We're not on the best of terms, and Mr. Ullman kind of has to side with Al for a few reasons. But there's other stuff I'm trying to do there as well. But I mean, for some reason coming out here, as much as radios and TV shows and all that seem like an interesting thing, there is something about these funny books, you know what I mean?
Well, they're not funny. They're scary in your case.
I know, that's the thing. We could do something special with them. Yeah, no, I think, Cora, if it's something you think you could explore, I mean, I have a little cash, but to be honest, if we were based out of here and could sort of stay here and, didn't have to pay rent, that would be a pretty, that would move the needle a little bit. I can't speak for Louise, but...
My only request would be that we go back to the city when my family stays here. I might have to stick back a couple days, but I don't want to subject you to them.
Oh,
they're wonderful, but it's a lot.
I guess that we are coming up in the summer season. That's true. So, but yeah, I think it's something I'm interested in, but I do have some complications. What about you, Louise?
I mean, there's something kind of cathartic about the horror stuff, isn't there? It's not really much of a job for me in radio. And I guess there's some.
No, yeah, it's I know that's. Well, I mean, you still have painting. I mean, the pulps aren't going anywhere. You can still paint covers, and you're not gonna have trouble paying the bills. But I do think you have a knack for the sequential storytelling. I think you're very good at it.
And if this is a whole
keep
new
up with your writing, that's the only question.
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
Oh no, but if this is a whole new deal for that medium, then Luis, you're going to be a trailblazer.
Yeah. No, I think it's true.
Well, you too, Ted, but it's less impressive for a man.
That's true.
Maybe I should consider a pen name or something. I don't know.
You can, but I mean, I think if you want your name out there, if you want a pen name for other reasons, I'd understand. But if you want your name out there, you should put it out there.
No, I think maybe a different name would be good for that.
Sure. In any case, as you guys are sort of walking,
oh no.
You see, as you enter town, you're on the main drag. Ted is kind of going over to I think it would probably just be the Western Union. He's going to go sell a couple telegraphs to town. You see sort of the couple of the shops you're going to go buy some stuff in, and there's little stores you can peek into, but there is a police car, kind of like one of like the local, I think it's probably a sheriff's department in this area, like a sheriff's department car, and there's a couple of uniformed officers kind of like laughing, standing outside of it. It's a especially in this time period, and quite frankly, in a rather homogenous town like this one, everyone's just kind of smiling and happy and whatever. But as you guys are walking, the cops are there and they're kind of laughing, and like you see a kid on a bike riding down, and there's like some people, it's all very idyllic. Standing with the cops is a very unwelcome figure. It's Jake.
Is he laughing with them?
And he is like palling around with these two police officers in the most, like just friendly, fraternal sort of way. As he's like like buddy, and he looks over at Cora and Ted and Louise. And he just clocks them, but he then almost like turns his back, so it's like it's clear he didn't see them, but instead he just keeps talking to these cops. And I think that Cora and Louise probably both, unless either of you don't want it to be a for sure thing, if you want to potentially live outside of Terror for a while and you'd like to, but you do have an 82 look, so you probably notice him.
Yeah. I mean, I can roll.
Why don't you roll then? Roll. Cora, both of you roll we'll roll a look. That's fine.
54, which is a regular success.
I rolled an 11.
So basically as soon as you step on the street, Louise, you feel him before you see him. It's that preternatural. And at first when you see him, you're like, oh my God, am I just imagining another face in the crowd? But no, it's him. And he looks you in the eye, and there's this smirk on his face, but then he turns, and he just keeps ingratiating himself because he is such a charmer.
If I have an extreme success, can I grab Ted or Cora and get them to confirm before he is able to look away?
Oh, of course, yeah.
Okay.
I saw him,
Cora
right?
saw him as well.
Oh yeah, of course.
I guess I'll roll for Ted too. Might as well roll for old Teddygrams.
Look in my zipper.
I'm so nice to always have this guy show up in games, right? It's really cool.
No, you're not. You're real mean, actually.
And what a cool way where what I'm showing is that the police are just his friends, so they're gonna believe anything he says. Yeah, Ted succeeds as well. So you guys
Okay.
will see.
So I guess Luis will grab Cora and Cora will grab Ted, and
Ted grabs an invisible guy behind him.
Ted grabs for Maisie's little hand.
Maisie,
and for some reason she's floating next
Maisie's
to
like,
how weird.
he's like, I didn't realize I brought her along, huh? No.
Cora would throw it at Jake.
Different game.
Yeah. If it hits Jake, Jake will like stumble and then like turn back with this like doll like. No. So basically, as you guys see this, Ted sort of clocks him, but I think as you guys sort of see him, he sort of turns away, and Ted kind of just has this very heavy sigh.
How is he?
It's okay. It's okay. What do we do, Ted?
We have to go. We have to go now.
Go into the store here.
Okay. And she'll usher Luis
Step
into it as
into the
quickly as
stores.
possible.
Ted says, he wanted us to see him and who he's with.
Yeah.
I
know.
They're not.
Okay.
What do we even do?
I don't know.
We can get out of here if we have to. I don't know what the best move is, Ted.
How did he even find us? How did he get here? He was in town before we.
He's a weasel.
We don't know. We can assume that he figured out where we were going just based on, we saw him at the station. He wasn't on the train, but maybe we are on the line.
I'm never gonna get away from this.
Ted kind of looks out the window, and it seems that Jake is like waving to the cops as they're kind of going, and he just starts walking away from the main street, kind of like in the not where you guys were coming from, just off in another direction. Ted's like, he's moving, but
How does he even know the police here?
he can be charming when he wants to be, right?
Yes.
He's just making friends.
Everybody wants to.
All right. Well, if you want me to, I can go follow him and see where he goes. I don't want to leave you two alone, but I'd like to know where he is.
Well, if you have eyes on him, I think that's what's best, and we can head back to the house.
Ted kind of is looking out. Ted reaches into his pocket and says, "Can you send I've written them out already. Can you send a couple telegrams for me?"
Yeah.
He hands you like a few pieces of paper, and he's reaching into his pocket and pulling out a couple bucks, and just hands you a couple
Yeah,
dollars. And then
Don't worry about it. And she'll grab Luis and say, "Come on, we'll do these telegrams, and then we'll head back to the house." And we potentially got a murderous housemaid there, so could end up all well. She's trying to lighten the mood.
Indeed. All right, so Ted kind of looks at you. Ted actually, like, seeing Luis so upset, Ted kind of he puts like a very tentative hand on her shoulder, just in a like it okay, don't be cry. And then
You mean like you do?
yeah, just real oh god, my face. Oh good, the thing I'm most adept at handling, a crying woman. Yeah, anyway, he'll sort of, but he'll kind of like he'll offer some comfort, but then he will, a man on a mission, he'll slip out. Oh, you guys actually notice something.
What do we notice?
He walks out, he's got this much on his cigarette, but as soon as he's outside, cigarette's on the ground. You don't have smoke. You don't smoke when you're trailing someone.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Because it would leave an odor in the air.
So
I'll go send the telegrams real quick. She's not. Cora's not going to ask questions, but I'm assuming she can deduce that this is not just work related because he would not have had us send those things. I'm not going to look at them. It's not important. No,
You
I'm
can
going to
look
send
at them
the
if you want to. Ted's a man. I'm under the two of you as the strange master of this game. Men don't deserve privacy. It's fine. If you want to look at the things, no one will judge you.
Okay, can she just like glance at them just to like, like you do when somebody hands you something? She's not being nosy.
I'll tell
She's
you
not
what.
me.
Okay, I'll tell you what you is it Chisimosa nosy or no?
Oh, a chismosa is a gossip.
Is gossipy. So it's not you are nosy if you're a chismosa, but it's more that you want to spread it.
You want to receive and you want to talk about the gossip, the hot goss.
Okay, so you're switch. Got it. Okay, so give me an analyze roll then as you glance it over. Give such a cursory glance.
Wait, 30, because a 30 and a 0, that's 30, right?
3, 0, and 0 is a 30. That for you is a hard success, which is what you needed to sort of glean the big stuff. And it's 2 telegrams. One is to Mr. Ullman.
Mm-hmm.
And the gist of it is something about, it's something about like writing staffs for television.
Mm-hmm.
It's like how you'd put some stuff together. The other one is to a Miss Appleyard.
Oh.
And it also references sort of like, it basically is like, I'll be out of town a little longer, stop, excited to see more television when I get back, stop, that kind of vibe.
Okay, so she'll, can we send them? Do I have to roll for anything?
Oh, if you're just gonna do the shopping you don't have to do any rolls.
Well, no, I want to get back to the house.
Okay, cool. We'll say, tell you what, give me a luck roll. Oh my god, fumble on this luck roll. I want you to fumble on this luck roll more than I want you to do anything.
I won't.
Okay.
And I didn't fumble, but I don't think I passed. 64.
Normal success.
Normal.
Okay, with a normal success, you're able to do the grocery shopping for Wednesday. You're able to go to the Western Union and you just drop off the telegrams and they give you change. And
at the store, I'll pick up like an extra bottle of wine.
Understood. Perfect.
For me and Luis to share. Be like something nice for us, and she'll like grab some flowers and pay for them and hand them to Luis and like, nice. Oh, chocolate. Like she's just like, here.
As you guys are sort of stepping out with your chocolate and your flowers, your bag of fish, Louise clearly in sort of bad sorts. I'm gonna roll for the second. Oh geez, yeah, 15. Come on. As you sort of step out, one of those police officers who's just gotten himself like a bottle soda, it's been opened for him, or he opens it on a thing. He sort of like turns and says, "Oh, hey, ma'am, are you okay?" "Oh no, is anything wrong?" This is one of the cops Jake was talking to.
Yeah.
Is anything okay?
Oh.
Is there anything we can help with?
Oh no, it's just that time of the month,
Oh, no, I understand. But do you need a ride somewhere?
Oh no, we're fine. Fresh air's the best.
Okay.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you so much, officer.
Yeah, no problem. We're just the Suffolk County, Sheriff's Department. We're just here to help protect and serve and all that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Having a good day?
Oh, hey, listen, I gotta tell you, I have a couple cousins who work in the city, and I have another cousin who works in Albany, and the things they have to deal with, I count myself so lucky that I have this job. I'm not in those places.
Oh, it must be nice for your cousins to come visit here then, huh?
They never come because they're, they can't afford it. And, they're kind of crass.
Oh.
Nothing of note today, officer?
Oh, no, it's another day in, sometimes I say it's another day in paradise, but yeah, it's not quite paradise because, to be honest, the diner's not very good, but you guys probably don't. Oh, look at you, got the Yeah, I bet you girls have a fancy cook and everything at your house. Big houses, yeah.
Oh, not quite. Oh, speaking of, we got to get this fish home. Put it on ice.
Of course. Oh, miss, do you want a hot water bottle, miss?
Oh no, thank you. We've got one at home.
Oh, of course. That's what my daughter always asks for, is a hot water bottle.
Thank you.
All right, well, he just sips his soda. You ever need anything, we're always around. You just let us know.
Oh, and officer.
Fucking Christ, hold on.
Sorry,
No,
I'm
it's
trying
not-
to keep tabs on people.
It's not your fault. It's me. That fucking Christ was at me. I rolled an X for the first one, and sorry, this guy's not named something X. Grayson.
Weird.
Officer Grayson.
Officer Grayson. Well, thank you so much for keeping these harsh streets
I guess,
safe.
strictly speaking, he'd be a sheriff's deputy, Grayson, but it's fine.
Okay, whatever. Moving on.
Hey, streets are real safe here. Don't you worry. It's a safe place. It's nothing like the city. I'll tell you that. Ooh.
Sure, yeah.
You guys start walking home. Louise.
Yeah,
Yeah, go ahead.
sorry, Cora's gonna link her arm with Luis and like kind of set the pace in a like not rushing pace,
Yeah,
but
of course.
you know.
As you guys walk away, he'll go, "Ah, such nice girls. What a nice day. This is great. So many nice people in this town." Oh man, that guy's jokes were so funny too.
No.
He's so nice. Everybody's so nice. So as you guys walk home, Luis, I assume that you are on a little bit of extra alert. I would love for you to make
a little
give me a detect vibe roll. And just remember that oh dear.
What do we got? 24.
24. Oh, that's a hard success for you. With a hard success, you obviously you can hear your heartbeat pounding in your ears, the blood pumping, just that sort of. I don't know that at this point you still have any sort of tunnel vision or sort of, vignetting of your eyesight that often happens in moments of great anxiety. It's your heart rate is slowing. You are very vigilant as you walk home, but you don't have the immediate sense that someone is watching you, and anytime you kind of snap your head and turn and see someone, it is an elderly woman or some kids, fighting with cardboard swords, or just, it is no one who even tangentially fits the profile of Jake.
And Cora's just gonna be like telling stories about her childhood, like pointing at things, but also looking around as well, just to make sure there's eyes on.
Perfect.
But she will say, actually, to Luis,
Yeah.
I know you're scared, but Ted's on him. If there's anything I know, it's that Ted will probably, make sure he doesn't get close to us now that he's got eyes on him.
You guys come up to the house, to good old 4888. Is that what I said? Is it
Chestnut.
8444?
4888.
4888.
Chestnut.
Yeah. Chestnut
Luis,
Road.
thinking about it.
You guys get back to Chestnut Road. All is well.
All is not well.
Actually, wait, Louise, do that.
No.
Louise, give me a luck roll. Oh God, fumble, live, fumble.
Don't
If
fumble.
you fumble. Oh my God. The most heroic thing.
Not fumble for once.
Hooray. What do we roll?
And I got 39.
39. Okay, so a success.
Yes.
Good news. I won't do the I'm gonna tell you the anxiety inducing thing I was about to do, which was the front door was gonna be wide open. But it's not. Don't worry.
Philip, you're evil.
But it was good. I'm gonna just tell you all of it. It was gonna be for a benign reason. It was a real cheap jump scare shit,
I did that sound and Toby went,
So you guys get back. The front door is not mysteriously open.
Mm-hmm. Can I go find Wednesday?
Absolutely. If you enter the house, you want to look around for Wednesday. You can go to her. Hey, Cora.
What?
Cora Wood.
What?
What is your sweet little listen score?
I don't think it's very high. It is. Oh, it's 70 actually. So it's pretty high.
70.
Mm-hmm.
70's pretty high. Make a listen roll.
I would say 45. So a regular success.
A success, but not a hard one. You hear your dear, sweet Wednesday's voice, but you can't quite make out what she's saying. You're not sure if she's talking to herself or to someone, but it is in a hushed kind of tone.
You're talking to Maisie?
Couldn't tell you unless.
Can I go? Okay.
Are you trying to? Do you want to sneak to see what it is, or just walk in?
Well, if she's talking to Odette, I don't want to interrupt, so I just want to see if they're having a conversation. If I could let her know that we're here, and I would like to talk to her.
Sure. Do in that case, it's not like you're not like sneak thinking, but do a sneak. Let's see how quietly you sort of walk up, because it's probably think of like you're going to ascertain what she's doing. So
Yeah, it's a 64, which I don't know where.
Oh, that is your sneak is only a. Oh, that's Vera. Hold
Yeah,
on. What is Cora's?
that's a fail.
Okay, cool. So basically, before you get into the room, like a floorboard squeaks under your foot, and the sort of the voice kind of trails off. And as you walk into the kitchen, Wednesday is there chopping vegetables, doing her mise, kind of preparing for some food and such. And she says, "Oh, hello, miss. You're back. I'm so appreciative that you've returned, miss." Cora, you do notice that sitting on the counter is Maisie.
Oh. She'll, yeah. Okay. She'll just say yes. And we got the fish and everything. And listen, I wanted to.
Miss. Oh yes, miss.
I just wanted to ask you a favor.
Of course, miss.
Do you remember back around when we first met? You sort of picked up on a situation that we had with one of Luis's former.
Oh, that situation, miss, not the other situation. Yes, miss. I understand the situation.
Yes. He's in town, it turns out.
Oh dear.
And so we're trying to keep an eye out. So if you could keep an eye out as well, I just want as many eyes, making sure that nobody who is not invited comes here as possible,
miss.
or.
Well, yes, miss. And hopefully he's mistaken by some hunters and shot through the heart, miss.
Very dark, but I honestly can't say I disagree. Thank you so much, and here's the stuff, and here's some
Thank you,
chocolate
miss.
that I got for you too.
Oh, you didn't need to get any chocolate for me, miss.
Oh, it's okay. And she'll just
Did you-
hurry out of the kitchen.
Did you want for me to make this in a cake or a pie of some sort, miss?
No, that's yours. In fact, I will be offended if it ends up in anyone else's food.
So you're going to force me to eat all the chocolate, miss?
Yeah. Yes.
Understood.
So weird. Okay, so Cora's also on her way out gonna grab 2 wine glasses and the bottle of wine that she got for her and Luis and go find Luis.
Okay. You walk out and Wednesday picks up the Wednesday line, the as thin as a broomstick, picks up this chocolate and stares at it, and then turns to Maisie and says, "Miss is trying to fatten me up. I wonder if she hopes to eat me."
Oh God, Wednesday's a weirdo. I love her though.
She says that, and it's funny because Maisie stares back at her, and her face has never changed, but Maisie seems to be smiling more sweetly than ever. God, I love Maisie. So you go find Louise. Louise, do you think you went to the sunroom? Did you go to your guy's bedroom? Where do you think you went?
Where did I leave my art supplies?
They're all in the sunroom.
I think probably the sunroom.
Perfect. So if you guys head into the sunroom.
Well, if she's already there, I'm
or
just
is rather you head into the sunroom, you find that Louise is standing there, probably just staring at some drawing she was working on, or perhaps out at through the glass at the waves crashing.
Do you want to be alone right now, or?
No. Louise's or the story that we worked on, the horror story, the short anthology, are those pages in here?
The ones of Jake?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're here, for sure.
I'm just like, Louise was just sitting there, like, staring at those.
You probably really did, subconsciously or not, draw it to look like him, didn't you?
Oh! Does Cora see what she's looking at?
I would say yes, unless Louise had been purposefully doing it so you didn't notice.
Okay, Cora's gonna put the wine glasses and the wine bottle on the pages and just say, "Do you want some? Just take the edge off."
He always wins, doesn't he?
He won't. He won't.
Ted knew in the story he always wins.
That's just a story. This is real life, and here you have the support of your friends. And we believe you. She's pouring the wine. It's gonna be okay. And you know what, to take your mind off of it, do you want some salacious gossip that I just picked up?
We talk.
Ted's looking forward to watching some more TV with Miss Applebottom, so...
It's an apple bottom.
What is it?
Apple yards, but call her Miss Applebottom.
Wearing jeans? She wearing jeans?
And boots with the fur.
My boots have fur on them, darling.
Of course, mink.
The whole room is looking at me.
So, sorry, Miss Appleyard. You know, somebody should write a song. And I don't know if that implies anything or if he's actually talking about TV or television, because he seems very interested in that. But I have a feeling it might also mean something else, which is unfortunate because, you know, he's an eligible bachelor and one of us could take him, you know, not in a serious way, just in a, like, he seems like a nice guy to, you know, have around.
Cora, do you have feelings for Ted?
Oh, no, not that way. It's just, it's nice to have a person that you don't have to worry about around, you know? And not that marriage is it's not a serious thing, but it's, I mean, well, you know, it's something that can keep you safe. In your case, and in my case, it would give me a little more credibility with my father. So, you know, it's all nonsense that I'm just, I don't know.
I don't think marriage keeps you safe.
Well, it depends on who you're married to. You can have him if he's not going with Miss Appleyard. I'm not taking any claim to him. Not that he'd marry either of us. I don't know.
Oh. Maybe I should have gotten married. Maybe then Jake would have left me alone when he came back.
No, you shouldn't have been stuck in that kind of situation. If you're going to marry for love, it should either be for, or if you're going to get married, it should have been for love or to make sure that you got a good guy stuck to you for life, you know? Not him. And it won't be him. I'm talking about Jake in that situation, just to be clear.
I don't know, maybe it's better. I don't know. Jake seems, I'm not sure even if I were married I'd be safe from him. Oh, is that wine for us?
Yeah, yes. And she'll top it off a little more.
As you're doing that, you hear kind of like a clamor coming through the hallway, and Odette appears. It's like, Oh dear, I'm so very hungover. Also, do I smell wine? Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, good morning, girl. Wait, is it still morning? Oh,
Good
dear.
morning. Yeah, it's... What time is it?
Oh, it's probably 1 or 2 at this point.
Okay. Oh, it's morning somewhere, but it's also 5 o'clock somewhere. Do you want some? And
Oh,
she'll
it's-
hand her wine glass
Oh,
over.
absolutely.
Yeah,
Thank you
use
so
this
much, dear.
time.
Oh, yes. Sometimes when you're very drunk, and you wake up the next day drunk, and you try a bunch of horrid hangover cures, really the only thing to do, darling, is to get drunk more still.
They call that the hair of the dog out here.
Oh. How disgusting.
Yes, the hair of the dog that bit you. You know, it's an idiom.
Hair of the dog that bit you?
Yep.
Oh, I don't care for that at all, but I do
Oh.
enjoy the wine. Wednesday, could you bring us another glass? Yes, miss, at once, miss. Wednesday brings another glass. Cora needs a glass there. Here you go, miss.
Thank you.
Wednesday takes the bottle and pours for you and does the, like, with a napkin, like, the clean it off thing. Sets it down.
Does she offer a cork to sniff?
Well, it's already open. You guys have torn into it.
It's not a new bottle. Okay.
And
Did you have a nice rest?
Thank you, Wednesday. Oh, yes, I have to say that, and I do appreciate you letting me sleep in the master bedroom, but, oh, it is just it's a wonderful mattress. I'll say this about American mattresses. They are better than the mattresses we have at home.
Oh, what kind of mattresses do you have?
Well, they tend to be lumpier and older. There's a mattress at Course Court, one of our sort of family's house where, you know what's occurred, where I am fairly confident that the mattress in, I think it's Aries, is actually from, like, the Tudor times.
Oh,
It's
historical.
that old. Oh, it's very historical, and lumpy as all get up.
Did they even make mattresses from that?
It's just what I've heard, darling. I've never slept on it. Believe me. I've only slept in 2 of the beds in Course Court. And none of them in sort of unseemly ways.
Oh, well, I'm glad you like it. I can probably connect you with the maker of it or the seller. I don't know how mattress.
Oh, the mattress that I've purchased for my home and in our building is also delightful, don't get me wrong.
Oh, of course.
So how was town, or wherever it was you all went to, or did, or have you already been swimming this morning?
Oh, not yet, but town was good. Just needed more fresh air. As if you could get. We went to pick up fish.
Oh, Wednesday sending you to pick up fish?
Oh, no. We wanted to go for a walk, and I wanted a goal.
Oh, I understand. I can appreciate that. Yes, it is nice to have a purpose in what you're doing.
Exactly. And, I could use the exercise after all those meals she's been giving us. So good.
Oh, yes, and I do again apologize for how rustic the food has been. Wednesday is certainly doing her best with what we have here.
Gonna choke on her wine a little. And staring at the pictures.
Just watching Cora like flounder at no, she's wonderful. Everything's been perfect.
Would either of you like to participate as the darkness, or should I handle it all?
I don't want any part of it.
Fair enough.
No.
All right.
On this game. In Friday's game, sure, especially if it means Dan doesn't get to. But
Yeah.
Do you know what Liv said on Friday, Lauren?
What?
Liv said, Dan, I cannot believe that I was excited for you I was looking forward to you coming back to this game.
no, I think what
I
I
wish
said
you
was,
hadn't
Dan,
come
why
back.
did you come back?
Yeah.
I wish you hadn't come back.
No, well, but you implied something of oh yeah, he hasn't been here a while. This will be fun to have Dan back. You're I can't believe. Yeah, it's why are you here? You
How
should
many
never have
13s
come.
did you roll?
Well,
No way.
it's not so much how many, because in this game, if you want to be an agent of stuff, Dan was drawing Dan was not using anything in his hand. He was drawing the deck down as fast as possible so that,
So that
3
way the
13s got discarded.
Yeah,
That
so
was-
Because
Yeah.
Dan is playing Spellington and doesn't care if Spellington dies in a triple horror
we had
surge.
we had 3 Dreadstorms at once.
You had 4 horror
Or no,
surges at once.
4 horror storms.
You
at
had
once.
you had a triple strength horror surge and 1 extra, and honestly, the fact that no one died was I felt like it had come on so hard. I needed to offer some chance for mercy, and the mercy chance happened because of 2 huge draws at the end.
Yeah.
This is a different game we're recapping. Don't worry about it.
Anyway.
The point is,
Everybody.
continue chatting. I just have
No
to
one
make a
here
couple
wants
rolls.
to be the darkness.
Have to make a couple rolls.
So Louise has got some paintings that she's doing. I don't know. She's like showing Miss Appleyard or not Apple Odette all of the stuff but like hiding the one that looks like Wednesday.
Okay, sure.
Oh yeah, shuffling that one out of the room.
Yeah, she'll like hand it off to Louise.
I don't know. Odette might find that interesting.
Yeah.
Wait, didn't one of them have someone who looked kind of like Odette in them?
I think Odette. I think you guys might have drawn Ursula as Odette, the one Wednesday chops up, but I'm not sure if you did. Actually, you might not have.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Gotta give him one last try here. Hold on. Okay.
No, is that good or bad?
Yeah.
For the story or for happiness?
Oh,
You guys chat with Odette for a while. But, Odette is probably in the middle of telling some story about, of course, my husband was such a sort, he was just so, and he was, I don't know if either of you ladies are sort of, have been, have been sort of, had your honor or whatever, but, the point is, there was this thing that my husband used to do in our marital bed that was one of the, it's like the saddest thing I've ever seen.
Cora's.
I don't know how much you understand about the male anatomy, but there is this one act that certain gentlemen love to have performed. And as she's sort of like talking about this is cut into by ding dong.
Oh, that's the door. I should go get it. She'll leave Louise.
No, no. Cora,
Oh.
why would we answer the
Oh,
door?
no. I'm just gonna see who it is.
Cora, as you go to the door, you can sort of see through the door there that it's Jake.
Fuck.
He's got a little cut on his eye, but he's just sort of standing there, looking friendly, and kind of rang the doorbell.
Oh no. Where's Wednesday? Is Wednesday going to the door?
No. Or she could have appeared in the hallway, but you've beaten her to it.
So Cora's like trying not to be seen if there's like a window, and just like
Able to hide from Jake? Can he see us through the door or anything?
Cora
He
would
can't
have.
see you, but Cora's in the hallway, so he might have seen Cora.
Well, Cora knows how to not be seen by that door. I will say it's her house,
Sure.
so
Yeah.
she would have done that. So, okay, if she can get Wednesday's attention, she will. And just say,
Wednesday just won't go to the door.
Is Ted here?
No, miss. I've not seen him, miss.
Oh, is there a gun in the house that her father may have had or something?
Make a luck roll, Cora Wood.
Cora would.
Oh, damn. Wait, what is my... It's an 80. Oh, success. Regular
Normal
success.
success. I don't think there would be a gun
Okay,
in
but there are not...
just kept up here, He'd probably bring a gun from,
Can I make a call?
You can go to the phone, certainly, but as you're sort of walking, the doorbell rings again. And Jake says, "Hello there, I'm just looking for my girl." Louise, I don't think you hear that even. He's sort of, that's just Cora hears that in the thing. And he'll say, "I just bumped into your friend Ted out there. I wanted to tell you what happened to him." Ding dong.
God. And
Louise is not here? I thought I went with her. I didn't.
Oh, did you go? If you went with her to the door, you're hearing all of this, and I'm sorry, your terror is compounding.
Okay, so I'm gonna tell Wednesday, like, don't let. She's gonna pick up the phone and say, "Don't let him in," to Wednesday. Are we? Is she picking up what I'm putting down?
Wednesday understands not to let him in. Yes, sure.
Okay. Okay. Cora's gonna call her dad.
Okay. Make a luck roll.
Oh God.
He's a busy guy.
35. Hard success.
He'll answer the phone.
Hi, Daddy.
Hello.
I don't have a lot of time to talk.
Oh.
You know that guy that I was telling you about that you were looking into?
Jake. Hold on, let me.
No, he's here. He's at the house.
Oh, he tracked you down, huh?
Yeah, Daddy, it's not. What the fuck? He's dangerous.
Is
He's
wait,
trying
is he threatening you?
He hurt our friend Ted.
Oh, we heard someone. We'll call the police.
He was talking to them earlier.
Oh, okay, we'll call them.
They're buddies. Don't you know the department?
I'll call the police, sure thing.
Okay, get him over here quick, okay?
Sure I'll do that. Don't worry, darling. He'll hang up the phone.
Okay, and she'll turn to Luis and say, "It's okay. We've got people that my father trusts, okay?"
Our Ted is horrible.
Oh, no. I'm sure he's fine. He can handle himself. He
Then why isn't he here? Why is he here?
I don't know, but Jake's a liar, right? He'll say whatever he has to get what he wants, right?
Ding dong.
That doesn't mean that anything happened to Ted, okay? Is there a place in the house that I would have hid? Oh, wait, where was Maisie? Was she in a little thing?
She was up in a closet upstairs, yeah.
Okay.
Odette kind of comes out and says, "Why is the doorbell ringing so much?"
Because,
Wednesday, why have you not answered the...
her ex.
Oh.
He's here.
Well, this is the one who was mistreating you, is that right, Louise? She says, then. And she marches to the door.
And, Cora will, like, take Luis and run upstairs and
Okay.
put her in a closet.
You're gonna take her upstairs. Okay, cool.
Yeah. But then she'll like go back down to the kid. I don't know the layout of the house to get a knife.
Oh, you get a knife from the kid. Okay, cool. So you kind of go up there. Okay.
Unless Luis doesn't want to stay in the closet. I'm just trying to get
will you be put into a closet?
I mean, I'm hyperventilating and I'm...
Okay.
Cannot.
Oh, no, I'm frozen. Oh, never mind.
I would say that there's closer closets to put Louise in if you wanted to, like, you know, like, not if you wanted to be kind of closer to this stuff, because this seems to be happening pretty immediately.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'll say you can sort of put her in a thing, and you can, like, go run and grab a knife, and you and Wednesday are sort of Wednesday's still in the hallway, like, not sure.
Am I able to see it through? Like...
Let's say you can see out the closet.
Okay.
And Odette opens the door and says, "What is it you're doing? You have a lot of nerve." And you guys hear Jake say, "Oh, am I at the wrong house?" And it says, "You certainly are at the wrong house with how much you're ringing this bell." And then Jake... Louise, you're looking. Give me a look roll through the crack. Cora, are you looking as well?
I'm just listening because I'm like ready to jump out if I have to. She's never done this.
39. It's a hard success.
Hard success. Yes, Louise, you can see okay. You can sort of see and hear this. Cora will say that you're also hearing this. So what you see, Louise... Cora, you don't really see this. You're kind of, you're bored just at the thing. But Louise, what you see is Jake looks... He looks at her. He looks at Odette, and then he gets this smile. This bizarre... It's like cruelty mixed with recognition, mixed with so many things. And Jake just smiles and says, "Oh, I guess I am at the right house, aren't I? I'm certain you're not, sir." And then he leans in, Louise, and you see that he whispers something in Odette's ear. And as he backs off, Odette begins to scream. So what you hear, Cora, is Odette is screaming in the hallway.
Okay. Okay.
And Jake is just
Is there-
smiling at her.
Oh God. And I'm trying to think of the situation of the house itself.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
What is it you're looking for? What are you trying to do?
Well, I want to like shut the door on him, but he can come around the back.
Well, at this point, he's like standing in the open door, and you're back at the kitchen. So you've like retreated to get a thing. So you're like you're a run to the door. But he at this point sort of is stepping in.
Okay, so if she hears him stepping in, then Cora will step out, and she doesn't have the knife like out.
Yeah.
But she's like concealing it.
And you just see that Odette was already sort of hung over in a thing. Odette is like white as a sheet. And is just like sitting up against the wall, like looks completely dissociating. She is terrified. And Jay kind of looks up at you and says, "Oh, hey, Louise's friend."
You need to leave.
Oh no, I'm looking for my sweetheart, that's all.
I don't give a shit who you're looking for. You don't belong here, and you need to leave.
You have some bad language.
Get out of my house.
Oh. It's not a very neighborly attitude.
Oh, well, you're not a neighbor. You're an asshole. Get the fuck out.
You know, girls who talk like that, they don't tend to have somebody that'll wash their mouth out with soap.
Well, men who talk like you ought to have the knife through the heart.
Ooh, is that a promise? What do you got behind your back there, sweetheart?
Get out of my house.
I'd love to as soon as I find my girl.
She's not your girl.
But she is here.
No.
No?
No, you're a creep who thinks you know everything. Get out of my house.
So rude. He kind of goes to like close the door. Kind of closing himself in. What do you do?
Well, she's not. I mean, she's not bigger than him or anything. She's not going to advance.
Mm-hmm.
She's just gonna see what he does.
He closes the door.
What's your end game here, Jake?
I just want my baby back. I came so far to get her, didn't I?
Yeah.
Hey, Louise, where are you, sweetie?
She's not here.
You're not a very good liar.
Well, you're not a very good person.
He turns down to Odette and says, "What's wrong with your fancy friend here? She looks like she's seen a ghost."
What did you do to her?
Me?
Yeah, you idiot. Who else do you think I'm talking to?
I didn't do anything. I just said, and Odette says, it's impossible. Wednesday. She'll know.
Listen, Jake, you're playing too many games here. You're gonna get too caught up in all of this. You better leave. Are there sirens or anything in the distance? Is it?
Speaking of which, there is a siren now in the distance.
Eventually,
Oh.
all the shit, all the lies, all the games are gonna catch up to you, and you're gonna get what's coming to you, okay? Leave.
What's coming to me? No, what are you gonna do? You gonna make me leave? I'd love to see you try. Did you call the cops on me, my friends? They know I'm looking for my girl.
Oh, and what did you tell him, Jake?
I told them that my sweetheart got mixed up with the wrong crowd.
Oh, the wrong crowd.
Yeah, foul-mouthed ladies such as yourself. Who knows what you've gotten her into? Living here with some man. And this... I can't imagine this woman's a good influence. What are you up to in this house? So I don't like my Louise being here. No, not at all.
She's
not
not.
doing her artwork here, is she? Ooh.
She's not yours. And what she's doing wherever she is none of your fucking business, okay? Get out.
The sirens sort of stop. do hear people outside. He goes, there's a knock at the door. He goes, just one moment.
Cora will scream.
Mm-hmm. He opens the door as Cora's screaming and turns back and says, thank God you're here. I don't know what's going on here. There's a bunch of hysterical women, and the cops step in, including Officer or Sheriff's Deputy Grayson kind of steps in. She goes, "Oh, I was just talking to her. Where's your friend? Where's the other?" He says, "There was another girl here, cause that's, I think that might be my Louise." He goes, "Oh, thank God you found her. Oh, good.
He's lying.
Honey, everything. Oh, what?
He's lying. He broke into this house. He doesn't belong here.
He broke in. He kind of starts looking at the locks.
He let himself in. It's me and other women here. You think we are able to defend ourselves against a guy like him coming into my house? He's not welcome here.
Hey, ma'am, drop the knife.
Cora will toss it aside.
Ma'am, let's put the knife down. Okay. I think everyone's getting a little hysterical here right now. So, where's your friend? Where's your friend? The one who was...
You know what the more important thing is why you're not getting this man out of my house.
Okay. Sir, is this your home? He's like, no, I was invited in by this woman.
No, he was not.
He just starts gesturing and says she started hyperventilating, and Duchess goes, I don't. And the cop kind of leans down and smells the booze and goes, I understand what's going on.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Everything.
He says, the point is, he's like, I don't want to upset anyone, but just, kind of Jake comes over to you, Cora, now that you've put the knife down, and he stands like direct, he looks in your eyes and goes, listen to me, I love Louise more than anything, just, is she here? I've been so worried about her. And the cop goes, he cares about her, I know it can be confusing.
He has been stalking her, and I actually have documentation about this. You can contact my father. I can get him on the line right now.
He's the one who called us and said there was something going on.
Exactly. There's a man in our house. Get him out, please, officer.
The cops kind of go, and Jake goes, I will absolutely leave. It's a problem. And he just kind of turns to the cops and goes, can you guys just, I don't want to upset anyone. And they go, of course you don't, buddy, of course. Yeah. It's like, can you try to find out if Louise is here? Just even, I won't bother her if she's not ready to talk to me.
He also hurt our friend.
He hurt your friend? Where's your friend?
He hasn't come home.
And he goes, who is she?
My security.
Your what?
Security. Guy that stays here to make sure that we're safe.
The cops kind of exchange a weird look at that. You got a...
We were in town.
Okay, is he got a license?
The affairs of my family and how they choose to protect me are none of your concern. All I have.
Oh man, please don't get upset. How about is the cop kind of comes forward and says, kind of Grayson kind of get, Jake is all like, I'm not trying to cause any trouble. He's like, I'll leave absolutely. And Jason's like, no, hold on. And he kind of goes over to Cora.
No, yes, he can leave, and he should. He does not belong here.
Miss, I know. Look, we just want to make sure everyone's okay. Your friend, is she here?
She does not want to see him. Regardless of whether she is here or not, she does not want to see him.
Jake kind of, Jake is just sort of shaking his head, and then Jake kind of comes over to you and says, he kind of says to Cora, he's like, listen, Cora, I just, can I give you a message to give to her? To Louise?
What?
And he just leans in and goes, if you don't tell the cops to leave and let me stay here, Ted is gonna die. And then he sort of smiles at you where they can't see him.
Let him she's gonna say, you know what? Maybe I'll be able to contact him on the phone. And she'll go to call her dad again.
He goes, he'll kind of sort of say as you're walking, he'll actually grab your arm, but like in a way where the cops don't see, and he'll just go, the ravine is really deep, Cora.
God.
You
Ah!
can't hear this part, right?
Luis can't hear this. Jake is real good at talking quiet, as Luis knows. He's real good at, like, just like a whisper to one person.
But I know he's whispering something to her.
Yeah,
and
but
that
you know
she's
he's whispering something to
affected.
her.
Where's Wednesday?
Wednesday. Fuck. Hold on. This is one of the most consequential rolls I've ever made. This is for Wednesday. Ready?
Okay.
Wednesday is staring at Jake. And Jake kind of looks back at her as well. Wednesday's just staring at him. And then she looks at Odette still. And like one of the cops is like talking to Odette and like, let's get you into a chair, huh? And she kind of looks, and she looks from Odette to Jake. And then she looks at like the knife on the table. And Jake kind of follows her gaze and just looks at her and shakes his head like, no. And he's like, so what's it going to be, Cora? I'm going to make this a problem, or can we have a civilized conversation?
Can I make eye contact with Wednesday and do a vibe check?
Sure, if you look at Wednesday, you can look at Wednesday. I don't know that this would be a vibe check, though. I think... No, I would actually allow this to be a vibe check because...
Or read person.
It would be read person. I know you
Okay.
get your free bonus on vibe, but read person.
Yeah. Okay. 66. So
It's
regular
a success, but it's a thing. Wednesday. Wednesday has a very odd look on her face at this man, like she recognizes him. She recognizes Jake somehow. I mean, she's seen him before, but it's beyond that.
Oh, this is going so deep.
Basically, here's the thing, Cora. And I'm sorry that Louise has been in a closet. Is there anything you'd like to do,
Okay.
Louise? Okay.
I mean, I'm like, I don't know. Is there there's nothing? What closet is it?
I think we said you're on a lower floor closet. So, Louise, tell you what, would you make a luck roll for me? But really the question, unless someone does some other thing and does it up, really the question is for Cora. Are you going to call, or are you going to tell are you going to listen to his threats about Ted, or are you going to...
Roll the
Okay, you know
roll
what?
a what?
27. It's one away from a hard success.
You can spend luck.
No, not on a luck roll.
Oh, fuck.
You can't spend luck on a luck roll.
I
You
didn't know what
could
to
spend
do.
power and fully re-roll it if you wanted to.
Mm.
But you might want to keep your power in case things get really bad.
Yeah.
All right, then I will say with a normal luck, there's an umbrella that you think you could bash someone with pretty hard if you had to.
See, if Louise heard the stuff about Ted, she'd offer herself up, but she's not hearing that part, so she's just sitting there paralyzed.
The ravine, is that a place where people would like fish or do activities or something?
I'm going to say, Cora, that what is so wicked about this is there are a lot of ravines. And basically what he's implying is Ted's at the bottom of a ravine, and I'll tell you which one, and maybe an ambulance will get to him in time if you tell these cops to go.
And the thing that I can surmise is that he's probably gravely injured because he would not have let Ted or
The
Jake.
fact that Jake is here with a cut on his eye,
It's concerning.
and Ted,
Yeah.
he got to this house and Ted is not here. You think Ted may be at the bottom of a marine. Let me tell you, Ted could be dead. That's also true.
No.
But there's a chance Ted's alive. So what are you gonna do, Cora?
You know what, officers? I am just, I would appreciate it if you'd take a look, keep an eye out for my friend, security, Ted.
Sure.
You know, you get to know the people that work for you, and
we'll take a look for him. Yeah, that's fine.
yeah, he was a very valuable asset to my father. What was my dad's first name? Did he have a first name?
I think it was Abner. Hold on.
I think so.
Abner
Yeah.
Wood.
Abner
Yes.
sounds good.
Abner
Abner
Wood.
sounds correct.
His name was Abner Wood. Abner sure would. Okay. Yeah. So Abner Wood. Yeah.
Yeah, to my father, Abner Wood.
Okay. Yeah.
So-
We'll keep an eye out for him.
I
What's
would
his-
like that to be a priority if you wouldn't mind, and
Okay.
we'll have some scones, me and Jake.
Oh, good.
talk
So
about.
you guys are gonna have a nice conversation. Thank goodness. And kind of Grayson gives Jake this look of like, oh, women, we put up with them and we love them, don't we? They finally come to their senses. Ah, thank goodness. You're a good guy for being so patient with them. That's what his eyes said. That's what his condescending patriarchal eyes said. And with that, the cops who you called nod to you and leave your home, leaving you alone with Jake in this house.
All constables are bastards, people.
Yeah. And Jake goes, oh, that's much better. So if I see Louise, I'll start talking about your friend Ted, who, ooh, man, he was kind of rude to me.
Yeah, well, you have that kind of face.
Is Louise hearing this part?
You hear that part. So where's my sweetheart? Come on.
Why don't you have a seat?
Gladly. You want him in the sunroom, you want him in the kitchen, or you want him sitting room?
I don't want him anywhere near her stuff.
Okay, so you'll put him in like the sitting room near, but like kind of right off the hall. He'll go in there and say, "Oh, what a nice place. God, what a beautiful home you got here. You're so lucky, you know that."
What are you playing at, Jake?
Getting my girl back. I've been
Why?
very clear
Why
on
her?
Because
Why
I
are you
want her
so
'cause
obsessed?
Because she's mine.
You can't own a person.
Oh, spoken like a little spinster to be who's never known love.
Oh, you think I give a shit about that, Jake?
I think I know you don't, and that's what's so sad. I feel bad for you. You've never had a nice man's attentions before.
Oh, well, thank you. I don't need sympathy from a creep like you.
Oh, God. I'd have thought Fountain might have been a little interested in you, but I guess not. Although with the mouth on you, I can understand why it wouldn't be. Where is Louise? Louise, honey! The bad men are gone. It's just your darling Jake.
Are
Fine.
they in the other room now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Cora will go. Is the knife still?
Mm-hmm.
Like, if I exit the room, would he be able to see me pick up the knife?
No, we'll say he can't. It's like out in the hallway. Yeah.
Okay.
These houses aren't open concept back then, so yeah.
Okay, I will do that. I will pick up the knife and what would I be wearing? I guess she'd be wearing like those high-waisted jeans. Did they wear jeans in the
I think they might have had jeans at that point, sure, yeah.
Yeah, and like a blouse.
Or pants. Yeah, you're definitely in pants if you want to be.
Yeah. And Luis heard.
Luis heard all that, yeah.
What, Luis, what are you doing?
So, Cora, did you come back to get the knife? So you're...
Yeah,
Cora has come back into the thing, and she.
It was under the guise of going to see if I could find you.
What is he talking about with Ted? Where's Ted?
Okay, shh. I don't know where Ted is. No. Listen, I've got a knife.
What did he say? What did he say?
The same old shit.
What did he say?
That he wants you. That he wants.
Where is Ted,
I don't know.
Cora?
I don't listen. I don't want to lose.
What did he do?
I don't know, Luis. You gotta breathe, okay? We can figure this out.
If I give myself to him, will Ted be okay?
No. Nobody's gonna be okay. Okay? If we give in to him, nobody's gonna be okay. Myself included, all right? So we gotta figure a way out of this.
Wednesday is standing there with you and says, "You have to kill him, miss."
Where's Ted? We can't kill him.
Wait, Luis, Wednesday, what?
It's the only way he goes away, miss. It's the only way he goes away.
Okay, Luis, we gotta make a case. We gotta make a solid self-defense case. Wednesday, punch me in the face. Shh.
Oh. I understand, miss.
Okay.
Wednesday says, "I understand, miss, but it needs to be solid, yes, miss."
Yes.
Wednesday picks up a glass ashtray and smacks it across your face. So, with that, Cora, my dear, You can. I want you to still roll a resist injury. You only have a 50 in it, so roll it.
Okay. 55, but I'll go ahead and use luck.
You'll use luck to make it a success.
Yeah.
Oh, great. You're going to. So you use 5 luck. You also you take 3 power damage as you're hit in the face by Wednesday. And
Cora's
Wednesday kind of
like...
leans up to like looks at you and is like, and like Cora looks like terrible.
She's like holding her mouth to not like make sense.
Yeah.
Okay, not worth this. Please, just let me go. So make it better for everybody, please.
Okay, Wednesday already punched me in the fucking face for this. Okay, so we're all in, all right? So, now we have a case for self-defense. And my father's a very good lawyer. That's all that he needs. Okay? Now, we need to get the police on our side.
Jake says, I'm getting impatient. And Ted's running out of blood. He's starting to walk into the room. So what's it gonna be? Where
are the cops still outside by any chance?
You're
or did
not
they
sure.
take them right away?
You told them to go find Ted. You told them that was their priority. Whether or not they're gone yet, you're not sure. You can't see from where you are, I'll tell you that.
Okay. Oh god! I don't know. Genuinely, I don't know what to do. Okay, so he's coming out, right?
He is coming out into the hallway, yes.
Okay, fine. Cora will just like have the knife and be in like with Luis behind her shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
Blood trickling down her face.
So he steps out and he sees Luis and goes, "There she is. Hey, what happened to you?"
You shouldn't have done that, Jake. You shouldn't have like that. And she'll scream, like shriek and scream, and she'll say, "Wednesday, you need to call the police. He's attacking us."
And Wednesday says, "Yes, miss, it wants miss." And she'll go to the phone and he goes, "Hey, cut it," and he kind of starts walking to Wednesday to intercept her.
Oh, she needs, okay.
Stop. Jake, stop.
Does he stop?
He catches Wednesday, yeah. Well, he
Let her go. Let her go.
I'm so sorry to report that Wednesday just rolled a 99 on her attempt.
Is that good for her because she's horror bait?
No, but what it is it is a. I would actually say. Oh, you know what? I will say that she's at a 50, so that's not a fumble. But she is 100% can't like he's got her and she's not going anywhere. But he's just. I mean, because she's a line. He's got her, no problem.
Okay.
So she's not calling the cops.
Okay.
Let her go. Stop hurting me.
He doesn't see the knife in your hand though.
Okay, Cora's gonna go and try to stab him.
All right, Cora.
Oh, fuck.
Please make.
Can I just keep talking to him to try and distract him?
You may. So, Louise, what do you want to say to him? I'll tell you what, Louise. Make a charm persuade roll.
Okay.
No, it's not charm persuade. Make a deceive roll.
Oh, no.
5, which is a success, but not a hard success.
Okay, 55?
Yeah.
Great. He listens to you as you're finally talking. He's like, about time. Cora, you're rushing him. He's somewhat distracted, so he won't, like, he's not going to immediately see it, but, like, by the time you're in stabbing distance, he's like, ah. So go ahead and make your, this is, I will let you say, you're a little better at, I'll let this be a weapon precision. Really, you're not trained in that, and this should be a weapon power, because you're not, no, it's a weapon power, I'm sorry. It is.
Okay.
I gotta be honest with it. Now, if you want to, you can spend some power to get a reroll out of it, but you've already spent some from the hit, and you know he might hit you for real now that you're rushing him.
Is there anything I can grab and throw at him at the same time?
You can grab the ashtray that Wednesday hit Cora with.
Just throw it at him.
You may okay, so tell you what, yes, Cora's gonna get to him first, but you can make a throw roll, which is also under physicality.
To overwhelm him and distract him, so that way he doesn't know what to do first.
For sure.
got a 19.
A 19. That is a hard success for you.
39. You said throw?
Throw.
I rolled a 39. Just under.
Okay, I am gonna say with the throw, you get it at him. You don't do damage to him with the throw, but between what you say and suddenly you hurling a thing, he's like, what the?
Yeah,
And
no,
then
I don't want to actually
yeah.
hit him. I just want it to be
Cora
around
is upon
anyway.
him with a knife. And Odette is just like on the floor, or kind of like she's been moved to a chair, like what? And Wednesday's like trying to like put, but as he sees, he's letting go of Wednesday, and he's trying to deflect this knife. I'm gonna roll for him now.
Oh. No. No.
Okay, here is what happens. With a hard success, you get the knife into him, but he grabs hold of you and he pulls the knife and your arm out.
Okay.
And he is, so make a, give me a dodge roll. He's gonna make a punch at you.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Oh, that was failed. 71.
Okay, that's bad, because he just rolled a 5. So Cora, as you like stab him, he's like, you want to get hit? You want to know what it's like to be hit? And then he's going to punch you for real again. Make another resist injury.
Oh god. Cora might die.
Please succeed at this.
Can I start screaming at him and taunting him?
Of
like,
course,
as
yeah. Cora, what do you got?
I got a 94.
Okay, so you take 5 more damage, so Cora's at 2.
Can I do like a psychology check and like start trying to taunt him and distract him?
It would be
that way?
intimidate.
Or intimidate? Fine. Okay.
He's like gripping this like knife that he's got.
29. What's that?
29 is
I keep rolling one under or one over things. Okay,
Yeah.
so that's a hard success.
a hard success, so you taunt him, and he's furious. So he hits Cora to the ground. There's like a knife clattered onto the ground, and he's now like rounding on you, Louise. Like,
Fine.
what are you saying to him?
You're fucking weak, pathetic, man, and I'm not. Never gonna love you. You can take whatever you want from me, but I'll never fucking love you.
He just snarls at you. He's like,
You're a monster.
you're never getting away from me. You understand that?
I don't care. I don't care. You can break every bone in my body, but you can't make me love you, and I never will, because you're not worth it.
He says.
You're worth nothing.
He falls to his knees because there's blood coming out of his stomach, and he picks up the knife and he puts it to Cora's throat, and he says, "What about her? Is she worth it?"
Am I passed out?
No, you're awake.
Please let him. My dad will get him.
You won't make me love you. You're too fucking weak to try and do that to me, aren't you, fucking bastard? A real man would come after me, not her.
The door swings open. Ted is standing there, doused in blood, and rips on his clothes. Jake looks back distracted for a moment. What do you
Can I
guys
grab
do?
the knife?
You can try to grab the knife. Go ahead and make a
Or can I just kick him in the nuts?
Sure, make a make an unarmed combat.
30.
It's a success. You kick him. He falls over. The knife is in your reach as Ted is rounding on him. Do you want to knife him again?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
You can knife him. Go ahead and make another
Well, 29. Holy shit.
And as Ted is this distraction lumbering at it, he sort of sees when they're going. He's like, ah! He's just like rushing this guy. And as Jake is swimming back, he kind of, oh! And then you catch him in the side, and like the knife sticks, like cuts at the side, and Jake just like falls onto his back and goes. He's like, like coughing up some blood you chopped into the thing. Cora, the thing is, Cora, you have taken bad damage because he's punched you, but like you're also like, you're gonna be okay from the damage.
Yeah, she'll
Jake.
She'll take the knife back out and like crawl away from him just to
Jake starts saying, "Bad influence, see? She's a real piece of work." And Ted kind of like raises a fist to like smash him, and then Jake just kind of looks up at Jake and goes, "I win, New York. Jake, his eyes just go wide as he's staring down at this guy. And then Jake turns his head over to Odette and says, in his gurgling voice, maybe it's just because of the blood in his voice, he just goes, "Goodbye again, daughter." Or is it granddaughter? And he falls dead.
Okay, Cora's just gonna be like, oh shit. I knew my mouth would get me in trouble one day.
Louise will rush over to Cora and just be like, okay, I'm so sorry.
No. It's okay.
And
it's fine.
At this point, the door closes. Wednesday has just closed the door and says, "Everything's going to be all right, miss."
Did you call the police?
Oh, no, miss. I don't think that's a very good idea, miss. I think it's a much better idea. And she walks into the kitchen and returns with a meat cleaver and says, "No, miss, I think that this is something we may need to handle another way, miss." And Odette says, "But don't you understand who he was? You know what he said?" And Gwen says, "Yes, miss, I know, miss." And Jake kind of looks down at him and just looks at Wednesday.
You mean Ted?
Yeah,
Ted looked
yeah,
at.
Ted. Yeah, Jake stands up. No, and
Oh,
Ted,
no.
and Ted goes. I think she's right. The cops were here.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to. Do you think they'd believe that he did this to you? Jesus, are you okay? Ted is like, one of his eyes, like blood vessels burst crazy.
No,
Are
yeah.
you okay?
It's just a headache at this point. Are you okay?
No.
Jesus.
I'll be fine. I survived worse. But I'm just ashamed that he beat me.
Okay, well, we can discuss all that later. Luis, we didn't see any of this. I fell down the stairs. I need ice for my head. And Odette, you could use some water from the kitchen, right? Yeah? And she's like, Luis, right? We're just gonna go to the kitchen because I had a bad fall.
Odette standing up and saying, "He's my father, he's my grandfather. He's my father, he's my grandfather, he's my... You don't understand."
Okay, yeah, well, we'll talk about that more in the kitchen to take care of my head because I fell down the stairs. I'm clumsy.
Yeah, or maybe, we both had a little hit our noggins, didn't we? He just kind of moves and, he just goes... He moves into the kitchen with you and Louise and Cora and Odette as Wednesday stares down at the body of Jake. Louise, is there anything you want to say or do or you really just consent to be led into there?
I don't want to spit on his face.
Do it!
Louise will spit on his face. And then start fussing over Ted and Cora and trying to make sure that they're alright and fix them up. And do you have first aid? Do you have witch hazel? Do you have bandages? Do you have anything here?
Yeah, we've got everything. And Ted, you sit down. What?
It's not quite as bad as it... Oh, hold on, actually. And then he moves, he pulls up a thing, and there's he does have, it's not crazy, but in his side there is a real sharp piece of wood that is stuck into him. He's like, all right, that is a little bad, but
Oh my God!
it's had worse. It hasn't
Okay,
hit any, and he kind of starts moving it around, going,
Stop talking so loud. My head hurts.
It hasn't hit any organ, so I'm fine.
She's going to the cat. I like how they are fighting like a married couple.
So as you guys step out and do this, and you've spit on Jake, I'm gonna end, if that's okay, with Wednesday. As Wednesday kneels down onto... Wait, am I allowed to do this? There's not a high chance I can do this. Hold on.
Liv, the lore here is expansive.
I only know pieces, but oh my god, tonight has been a lot.
Wait, something's gonna happen.
I don't know what it means, but I know it means something!
And Wednesday looks down at him and then looks over at Maisie, who's in the room. Did Wednesday bring Maisie in and set her down at some point? Perhaps. But the point is, Wednesday looks at Maisie and just kind of nods and says, "Yes, miss, you're right, miss." And she sits, kind of like kneels down over the body with this knife in hand and says, "I suppose that I do sort of, before I begin this process, my lord, I should just say, I should just acknowledge you, Lord Course, whoever you are." She looks at Maisie and says, "You're right, miss. I have a lot of work to do."
I feel like the meme from Arrested Development when the guy takes off the disguise for the mom and she's just like, ah!
Jean Parmesan.
Yeah, the Parmesan thing. There we go. Sorry, my brain is completely blank because this has been a lot tonight.
I do apologize for how intense things got. Also, I know we were hoping for a shorter one, but...
No, it's fine.
No, this is worth it.
Oh my god. But I'm glad I canceled my other thing because I would have been like not mentally, emotionally
not
able
in the thing for
handle
that,
it.
so...
Y'all, that well,
Y'all, that was a lot. That was intense.
Yeah, that was intense. We probably really should have put more like content warnings on.
We didn't know it was gonna go there.
That's kind
the
of part
dice
of it,
decide. Yeah. It's like we had no idea.
With a 13, Maisie made it into the room. Now, did Maisie teleport into this room through supernatural stuff, even though this is a Monday world, or did Maisie just kind of like, Oh, Sophia, hello. Oh gosh, Sophia just only saw the end and it was hella intense. That's true. Sophia, when did you start listening or watching? Was Jake already in the picture? You probably didn't see the fun, yeah. Also, I just have to say...
By the time she came in, I think I was in the closet.
Oh, yeah. I also have to say, I am sorry, because I feel like I was doing, like... I mean, this really is the... you came in when Jake was telling Cora to make the cops go away?
That was when it
really... The escalation point. That was the escalation point.
That is... I have to say, that's really some stuff of like, you know, like, you can have these undead villains trying to, like, dominate the world and this, that, whatever. But that kind of threat, I think, is the most evil thing anyone said.
This was season 6 of Buffy.
That is
anyone
just
who watched Buffy knows.
Oh, I do know what you're referencing. Yeah.
It's season 6. It's the most intense shit, and it's the most human.
So, well, okay. Well, that was... Guys, thank you so much for playing this game. This remains such a fun game. Remember how fun it was?
Shit, Jake.
Jake is dead.
Jake is... I feel like he's not going to stay dead.
And he is.
Well, I don't want him to rest in peace. That's what I'm saying.
He's going to rest in pieces.
Yes, and pieces.
I'm going to say something that your characters would never
13
know.
pieces, maybe?
I'm going to say something your characters will never know.
Yes.
Jake died on Omaha Beach.
Oh, fuck! She just gets up and walks away.
Lord Joseph Course died well before Murder by Murder. Liv, I'm gonna let Liv know kind of what, because this was actually revealed in the previous thing. So you know how there are the arcane abominations in these games? This is a term, this is a thing you may not have heard of. Basically, in every universe, there is an entity that sort of like has like the fleecing schemester is one. There's characters from games you probably don't know about, but basically they're sort of these like entities that sort of like exist kind of like outside the rules of stuff that could shape it. In more fantastical worlds, they're more fantastical. But in this world, what we have now, sort of, we actually did reveal it previously, and I felt bad because I kind of really wanted, I would rather, although I still did everything here the way I wanted to go down, so it's like it all was revealed, but like we kind of tipped the hand that Jake and Joseph Korth were one of the same previously. The point is, in an episode of a game that is the opposite tone of what tonight was, third time's the charm, when all these people came together for our sitcom game, I won't be able to find it because those posts are so long since they have so many ads, but literally they asked when Joseph Corse showed up at that dinner, Lauren. It's in the recap. I read to confirm that I'd said everything perfect. They said, Lord Joseph Corse, do you like murder? And he said, no. He's like, occasionally I will murder, but more of what I do is I'm so incredibly terrible to people that they have no choice but to murder me.
And yeah, okay.
Whatever that entity is, whatever that arcane abomination, who I typically am just calling Corse, is effectively this horrible thing who comes in, you know, assuming a no longer needed identity, kind of take. Go ahead.
So was Jake always an arcane abomination, or did that only happen when Maisie came into play?
No, Jake was not. Jake was just a terrible guy. And sometimes when a terrible guy dies, this thing will omit their death or will cover up their death somehow and take their place to be even worse. Oh, is this the end of Strange Lore? That is actually an interesting question. I don't think so, because first of all, Cora and Louise deserve some good stuff after this.
Yeah.
That
God
being
damn it.
said, we're definitely doing that, but this may signal the possibility that we might do some more things like we did 2 weeks ago in Strange Lore, where we cut to a couple different places. And bear in mind, there isn't always going to be, this arcane abomination will not be in all things set here, will not always be present. He wasn't present in 1978 when Vera Thomas did her interview audition thing, whatever, for the movie. He wasn't in the room. He's not always around. You know, it's a big world. The point is, that arcane abomination is a little different because it's kind of like it's different things all at once.
Wow.
So the point is, that is all, and the only reason he showed up in this game the way he did, and he was so terrible, is because Liv rolled a 100 on a critical failure, or on a thing one time, and rather than kill her with a car, I had her get rescued by something worse. And on some level, I'm sure Louise is like, you should hit me with a taxi. I could have had every bone in my bro. Yeah, I could have been in traction like this in an old tiny hospital.
This was intense, but I feel like it was a good story and gave us
totally
things to act. Like it was miserable, but I had fun acting it.
Yeah. I also have to say, I'm very excited about the idea that now Wednesday gets to chop people up like she did in the story you guys wrote.
Oh my god. I love Wednesday.
Wednesday's great. Wednesday's amazing. We love Wednesday.
Oh, Jake.
I thought that, like, truly, I thought this was headed toward Wednesday killing Jake. Like, I 1,000% thought that's what was going to end up happening.
It had to be one of you or Ted. That it had to be. No one else was going to do it.
Wow.
I'm also really a fan of Wednesday hitting you in the face with a glass ashtray. I just think that's really funny.
I like how she didn't question it, but she was just, like, clarifying.
Understand miss at once, yes.
No, I loved everything about this.
Yeah.
I was like, part of me was like, oh, should it be Louise that kills him? But then I was like, no, I like that Cora kills him, but Louise gets to stand up to him at the end.
Yeah.
That's great.
That was perfect.
Yeah, it's Louise gets to stand up to him. A man doesn't rescue you.
Yeah.
That's important. Ted comes back in to prove he's okay.
Does come in and help.
He did provide the distraction.
He assisted in the end.
Teamwork. Or teamwork makes
He was our Dewey.
Yeah. But in the end.
He was our Dewey.
So, Sophia says Ted and Cora are absolutely married. Well, thank you all for watching tonight. This was a lot of fun. We will be back with this game in 2 weeks. Next week, we're off for Hollywood's biggest night. All the stars are coming out. They're on the Hollywood Boulevard at the Hollywood Oscars. That's right. And all the stars, they'll be coming out in their finest, and we'll have red carpet coverage for 3 days leading up to it.
Oh, is it the Oscars?
Because you can't spell long lost lore without exactly one E.
Emmys.
It's the Emmys, yes, that's right. No, it's the Oscars.
Oh,
Emmys already happened because the Bear already won everything.
I feel bad because the Dragon game got kind of a double punch with Super Bowl and Oscars.
You know who else got a double punch? Cora.
Cora got double punch. That's true. Cora got friendly hit by Wednesday.
Yeah.
And then got messed up.
This was a rough night, but in a good way.
It's real good when we have scenes of like non-fantastical domestic violence. That's a fun thing for us to get to roleplay here and have on this channel.
Cora was like, well, I already know what kind of argument people use for this, so.
This guy started hitting me.
Damn.
I do hope Cora, on some level, she's walking there. She's like, all right, so retroactively, I didn't need the first hit.
Yeah.
Since we're hiding the body.
Yeah. she'll realize that later after her
Oh,
head.
shit. I didn't. And Wednesday will say, I was thinking the same, miss. I'm very sorry, miss.
I'm just impressed that this managed to be darker than Blood from a Stone.
That's much darker.
Really? Like,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah.
We managed to make this darker and more violent than
Yeah.
Blood from a Stone.
Darker and more violent than Blood from a Stone. So, well, everyone, thank you so much for watching. This was delightful. I really enjoy. I'm also going to say, we do a lot of very fun things on this game. I want to give a special shout out to, I feel like this is one of our more actory games, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So, thank you both for being, you know, like, mildly talented performers.
Philip has a really hard time giving compliments.
To say, like...
Look, I'm really down on myself all the time, and I feel like I did a good job tonight.
You did.
You did an amazing job.
You did a great job in every section of this game. To both of you. This is a real kind of. Oh man, this is a great one.
And you as well, Philip.
I appreciate that, but I mean, whatever. You guys bring a lot to this, so I really appreciate you going there for this game. We have some other games on the channel though, and they do all tie together because I'm a psychopath. On Monday, that is tomorrow, it is the Dreamlands. Now, my friends, and I hesitate to say this, but also I gots to. There are 2.5 hours left. And yup, as it stands now, no one else has voted. It is a tie. There are 15 votes apiece for Pay to Win and the Lantern in the Gate. So if it goes to a tie, I will roll off. We might have one more vote come in here or there, but also we might have 2 more votes and leave it a tie. That's going to be fun stuff. So we'll see what happens there, but we're going to do one or the other of those games tomorrow. They're both going to be super fun. One of them set in this very universe. Pay to Win is in this universe, like, what is this, 47, like 80 years later, basically. 75, 80 years later. It's set in 2004. It's the first time we've seen CC7722 in 2004, so that'll be interesting if we wind up doing that. But also, Lantern in the Gate is one Raven's Dread I'm ready for, so whatever we go, I think with how much they've both had, we'll do both of those. Okay. On Wednesday, I think we'll have a Top Flight Tales, but there's a mild possibility we already have a couple people out, so it's possible we'll have to skip that, or maybe we'll have just like a really condensed one. And then on Friday, you will see me alone with no players for a Blood from a Stone Soldier Soul Sword episode. Last time I was the Soldier of Fortune, and just him encountering Carla and various things. On Friday, it's a frickin' sword. So, it's a sword and a witch. Will it just be a My Dinner with Andre style, like hour and a half conversation between a goblin witch and a guy in a sword? Maybe.
Or like waiting for Godot. No exit type deal.
Yeah,
Y'all, I'm going to the desert to play with fire, but as soon as I'm done, I'm watching whatever Philip does because it's going to be amazing.
It's gonna be some interesting stuff, I think. I've got some, I will say this, that one I actually have, like, I've weirdly planned more for that so that, like, just like if certain things go, I'm ready to sort of see which things go. So check that out. And then on a week from today, no game. But yes, 2 weeks from tonight, we'll return to this. I think unless, I mean, maybe we'll actually roll then, but like, we'll probably check in with these people. But rest assured, Wednesday knows what she's doing. They are from a famously murder family. So
And Ted knows how to help with those things. I'm
Ted
assuming.
will probably suggest saying like good news. Like he's like, we need to keep Louise hidden. And we need to get Louise back to the city and just tell the cops, good news, Louise made up with her guy and they've moved out. That guy, you know, he said to say thank you to you guys. I was like, oh, great, wonderful, yeah, hey. Oh, they're gonna be so happy together.
Oh, God.
Easy peasy. So that'll be in 2 weeks. Go to our YouTube to watch old episodes. Go to our Discord to interact with us. Go to our wiki that Sophia has done all the cool stuff on, and you can see how these games go together and all that fun stuff. Please follow these wonderful performers above me. They're wonderful people. Does anyone have anything specific to plug, or just
No, I'm
generally
still
follow?
hated.
Just follow them. They're great. Lauren
I hope
does
to have some things. I have some things in the works, so hopefully some things in the future.
very cool. Awesome. Thank you all so much for watching. This one is always a treat. until next time, rest in peace, Jake, true king.
Rest in pieces.
Rest
13
in-
pieces.
Rest literally in pieces. And until next time, to be continued.